Welcome to day 11 of our Top Titans 2 gameplay walkthrough. Alright, so right now guys, as we've discussed, I'm gonna go ahead and show you how we'll be joining the tournament where we will be able to buy two sets of pet. Okay, so right now I'm just pushing a couple bit more because I know I can still push a couple of stages to reach near uh, well, I doubt I'll be able to reach our max stage if I don't have Adrenaline and Doom activated. So I'm just thinking I might get a couple more stages here just to get more relics out of it. But I know yesterday I did tell you guys that I'm gonna go ahead and bring Book of Shadows to 330, but I wasn't able to play that much today. Let me just check. As far as I have reported, I was able to prestige 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times today because I've been trying to caught up on my sleeping or on my sleep. So that wasn't. I'm mostly asleep during the day. So let me just finish this and then we'll go ahead and join the tournament. Alright. Besides this, I am considering buying perks for this tournament. Maybe I might use, because the 3 perks that I want to activate is since we're using clan ship right now. We don't really need the power of swiping, though I do have one in stock. I have one left as it shows here. So I have one Make It Rain. I might use that maybe on my last run. Because the ones that we want activated is Adrenaline Rush, Mana Potion, and Doom. This will help us push further as we play through, as we play through the tournament. This is a skill points tournament that will give us additional perks as well, which is one thing that we would like. Okay, because the perks is a good thing because we'll be able to use it on the next tournament. So that's pretty cool. As for the skill points, we would like that as well because we have a limited skill points right now. And right now I'm considering getting Ambush to level 10. And this will cost us, I don't know, if I remember correctly, it's at least 30 or 35. Let me check. Skill tree builder. Let's reset everything. Then 1, 2, there's 3. Level 10. So it's 34 skill points at least to get this to level 10. Why? Because I want that 30% multi-spawn chance. And the good thing about that, though, we might get a better equipment soon after the tournament because a lot of equipment's gonna drop. But considering that right now, because I luckily got a porter spawn chance and a multi-spawn chance, I might change this if I ever got another equipment with a porter spawn chance. That's the secondary bonus that we would really like to have at all times. Okay, because it's gonna speed up our farming. Alright, so I'd really like to have that most of the time. And as you can see, I simply transmorph everything. This is the original one, but I used this instead because it kind of looked cool. The red strips over the black suit that I have. So it kind of looked cool to me. Oops, why did I activate that? Anyway, will I be able to get to? Nope, I'm not getting any more gold. No, So it's a 53, 7 minutes going to midnight. Let's see. Let me just finish the 32 seconds over here for the war cry. And then we'll go ahead and join the tournament, alright? So after we join the tournament, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to buy all the pets available here. So you can see we got Harker, Hammy, Nova, and Basky. Nova is an all damage pet. Basky is a melee. Harker is spell. Hammy is stop. Although we don't really need Hammy at all, in all honesty. So here you go. Let's go ahead and join the tournament now. Alright, joining the tournament. And here we go. Alright, cool. So let's just check a little bit. I want to record the top 5 guys. Shiniest guy is at 5900. Our max stage is at 5100 based on the last tournament. There's Shorzy at 5800. Mr. Pooh at 5700. Odang at 5600. XL Fez at 5600. And right now, well, we did join at, we're now ranked 11. Hopefully we'll be able to get further than that. Well, most likely, of course. I know I have a good chance of placing in the top 5 in this tournament because of our strategy with Book of Shadows. So now we're gonna go ahead and buy pets first. Let's go ahead and buy Nova, Basky, and Harker. Should I? This is top damage. I don't really need Hammy. And we got that to level 12 or level 7 already. That means there's already a passive for the pet damage. And we don't really need the pet damage. I guess I'm not gonna buy this pet. I deem it to be a waste of diamonds based on our build. So I'm gonna go ahead and unlock pets that we can use and have that coordinated defense active so that we will push while we buy these heroes. Okay. So this is one strategy that you guys can do. I don't know. It still depends on your time zone and a lot of things, of course. You will want to consider as well that one of the biggest factor would be what time are you going to be active by tomorrow. Okay, you would want, I'd say, minimum an hour before the tournament ends. But I'd say at least a maximum of, or I'd say at least 2 hours before the tournament ends. But considering that it's when you join the tournament, it still depends how many hours remaining, so you will have to consider that as well when you try to join the tournament. So you would want to be on the safe side to give at least 6 or 5 or maybe minimum 4, because there's 4 hours of time frame you can join the game. As you can see, well and good, we were only just behind 30 minutes. As you can see, we joined at 28 as of right now, and there's just about maybe 2 minutes past before we join. So that's pretty cool, because that means we have a lot of time to farm. Okay, so at around this time tomorrow at around 11, I'm sure that I'm still awake at that time. So maybe tomorrow I will be able to record the ending of the tournament to show you guys how we're gonna what place we will be at. But this is the last time that I'm gonna go ahead and check this tournament window, because as I mentioned, I don't really like checking it as often. I don't know if it was just a bug before, where if you don't the tournament, if you don't check the tournament window, your ranking and max stage will not update. I don't know if that is just a bug and it's already fixed, or if it's really that's how it is. Okay, but if that's how it is, I like to have the people in the tournament or my opponents think that I'm not playing anymore. Okay, that means that if I keep my max stage at showing 4700, this guy might push up until 60-ish or 65-ish, or yeah, 6500, something like that, and maybe we have pushed past beyond that point, but my record is still showing 4700. So if the people think that I'm not pushing until the last possible second, that's I won't be giving them any head start, or I mean, I won't be giving them any chance to come after me at all. Okay, because I myself do that sometimes. That I'll push at least 500 more than the before. I used to do that. I will push 500 stages more than the second guy, and I'll keep it at that. You know, once I hit 500, I'm not gonna be putting uh, relics on my damaged artifacts. I'm gonna put everything back to Book of Shadows, or I might not. I might just simply leave the relics there, and then farm. And then if I see people reaching about 500 below my stage, I'm gonna go ahead and push again. Okay, I do that before. So if people are doing the same thing as I was doing before, having my max stage not show my actual max stage on the tournament window is actually a good strategy. But I don't know. Like I said, maybe it was just a bug before that they could have already been fixed, or maybe that's really how it is. And if that's really how it is, that's great. That's well and good for us. Okay. That's all. My time is already past 12, but let's wait for that. For the meantime, let's go ahead and buy some artifacts. Alright, the ones, just no. Shadow clone damage, no, I don't really need that. Let's go ahead and buy new artifacts. Hopefully we get a good one. Old King Stamp, that's bad. But it's gonna have a minimal impact on us right now, because as you can see, if we go to masteries, we go to scrolls, we don't really have too much scrolls, but we already have some because we finished the raid. And our raid, I think, is about to be done. Yeah, our raid is just 13 hours left, so one more cycle, we'll get more scrolls, and yeah, that artifact will give us more, or will have more effect. So let's buy our second artifact. Nice one. Not bad. We already have the tree, which is a ground hero damage. We now have the flying, which will balance things out, but it's not really that good of an artifact, because there's not really much flying heroes than the last few heroes that you can buy. Okay, next. Ever-growing stack, not bad. It's an all damage booster based on our cards as well. This one, or the level of our cards, I mean, on our ready deck. This one is a good booster. It says pet gold bonuses, and that includes the gold bonus from Bubbles and Holy. So it's an overall good gold bonus booster. Alright, so it's not pretty bad. We got some cool artifacts. This one benefits us. This gives us damage. This gives us damage as well, and a gold booster. Let's go ahead and unlock one more. Alright, cool. It's a gladiator boost. It also boosts damage of our heroes, as you can see. Increase the strength of your armor, boost, and ground hero damage. That means all our ground hero. It has a similar effect as the Tiny Titan tree. but as this affects the equipment as well. Okay, your armor boost. All right, so let's get our sixth artifact. Glacial Axe. This one is a fire sword duration. We don't really need this guy, but we don't have the diamonds to to salvage now. So I'm gonna try and get a couple more since we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see if we'll be able to get 10 total artifacts for this tournament. I'm gonna starting now. I'm gonna go ahead and farm a lot. I might stay late tonight and then try to get 2 more artifacts at least if I can, and then tomorrow another 2 before I go ahead and push a lot. Okay, so right now, cool, we have fluffers. I'm gonna go ahead and buy that. We would very much welcome fluffers anytime, especially since we're only starting. We really need those mana. Okay, and now we got all hero damage. Let's get those. Another all damage booster. We got another Nova. Earlier we got one. Moosey, a range damage booster. Parker spell, and then Toto is an all hero damage. Alright, pretty cool. So that would be a great boost to us because we got a couple of pets in, and that's it will boost our damage by a lot instead of joining, because I used to join tournaments after midnight, so I will only be able to buy pets, or I if not after midnight, at least around very early morning at around 3 or 4 a.m. But the downside in doing that is that we will only be able to buy pets for 1 day. Because most of the time, if I join at around 3 or 4 a.m., there's just about about 21 hours left, and it's not gonna last till after midnight for the next day, right? So there's just one set of pets that we were able to buy. But at least this time we were able to buy 2 sets of pets, and almost instantly, and that means that we have that boost right from the very start. Okay, so looks like we need some Warcry active now. I think I'm pushing slow this time, so I'm gonna go ahead and have that activated. So what else? I'm gonna try to not claim the equipments that sometimes I might accidentally tap on them, but I'll try to keep them and show you guys how many we'll be able to save or get before we end the tournament. And then what else? Yeah, about our clan, I have discussed this on my main account, my main clan, because keeping 2 accounts active is kind of taking its toll on me. So I might consider having my main account rest and then focus on this account for at least until we got to 30 days. Because after 30 days, I'm thinking that I'll do a weekly update instead. But the first 30 days is gonna be crucial, so I'm gonna go ahead and video every step of the way, everything that we're doing on the account, and by after 30 days, I'm gonna still give you an update every week. At least by that time, I'll be able to get a couple of rest. By then, I can get back on my main account, or I might decide to stick on this account. But I've spent a lot on that main account of mine to just not use it anymore. So I'm still planning on going back there. So right now, as you can see, we went down to 12. So what else do we have? For equipments, yeah, you guys can do transmorph if you're not familiar with it. Transmorph is just changing how your equipment looks. As you can see, there's an orange thingy out here, or down here on the corner. That means that the equipment that I got, this is the original look that it had. Okay, but I did transmorph it to kind of look like a set, you know, kind of look like I can do this, I can do this. I just really like how it looks like, you know, the red stripes, red lines on a black suit. And my weapon, the reason why I got that, the chair as the weapon, because I don't really have, at first I was using this, but I thought to myself, this kind of look cool, this kind of look better on the set that I have. Maybe this guy will look good as well. But you know, holding a chair and, you know, swinging it around kind of look cool to me, so I'll stick to that. So for this one, we're gonna go ahead and use our artifact optimizer. Remember yesterday we talked about how to use the artifact optimizer of MLH. And just to give you guys a heads up and an idea as well, on my main account, I was in the clan where MLH is, so it's pretty cool for me, you know. And they agreed that I can, as long as I remove my main account there, I can bring my alternate account. And because the reason why I want to focus on one account is because I don't really like not being able to attack. Because I always hold myself accountable for the attacks that I need to do on raids, and missing I've missed a couple of rounds because of the two accounts that I try to manage. But good thing that, you know, they agreed over there that I can go ahead and bring over my alternate as long as I remove my main account, because that's against the policy of Cat Titans. Okay. So, the ones that we got are this guy here, and then Apollo Orb. You remember, right? Where are you? There you go. And also Apollo Orb is good for us because, you know, we're using Pet Heart of Midas, so it's a good booster for our gold source as well. What else do we got? I think this is a level, is it? Yeah, it all says 49. This also only up to level 30. Cobalt and Helm of Hermes. Let's get those two guys. Cobalt is down here, and Hermes is, where's the Titan tree? There you go. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna check our lifetime relics. Although there was an announcement that Game Hive is planning to put percentage that of the relics that your lifetime relics that you've spent on that what do you call this? On that artifact. That's actually pretty cool. It's gonna make things easier for us to monitor. As well, they're gonna put the lifetime relics on the artifact tab, which is gonna be way more easier than going to your stats and scrolling down to the bottom to see your lifetime relics, which is at 144.98 M. So let's put that there. This is 98 and 144. Okay, and we got 6 new artifacts. So that's 46, and this is not Rosabella anymore. We are at Goldbrand. The highest guy is Goldbrand. First extension, blah blah blah. Yep, we got everything still cool, all good. And as you can see, well, I did increase the total relics, so of course the effect is gonna improve as well. Anyway, but I wanted to show you guys that because of Apollo Orb, the Pet Heart Midas is actually a better choice now. But like I said, unless if you will get, or if you will be able to buy stuff in the game and accumulate that purchase until you reach this one where fairy videos are skippable, and well, most especially if you got the VIP status, you can. I would suggest that you use fairy gold source. Okay, that will be way better. Also, you might want to have fairy charm maxed out. I really like having it maxed out in my main account. This guy here, it's gonna cost you 40 skill points, and there's gonna be a lot of fairies floating around, and you'll be able to get a lot of gold out of it. And you know, the RNG that fairy gives, it gives a wide variety of things that you need. Even the skills, if by any chance you are out of skills or you are out of mana to get that skill activated, if you have a lot of fairy, one of that fairy is sure to drop that skill to have it activated. Okay, because there have been a lot of times where those fairies almost always act like an all probability boost, because, or I mean, an all probability add, because all the skills drop. And you know, I have had experience of that a lot of times. Okay, so it's actually pretty cool. So that's it for now, guys. I'm gonna show you guys, or I'm gonna continue to farm, and then I'll show you guys tomorrow. I'll give you an update if we'll be able to get 10 total artifacts, because I might think that I might prioritize pushing more, because but you know, considering our placing in the tournament right now, as long as we get to 65ish, 6500, I think that's gonna bring us, or that's gonna bring us to a high level. So I might then consider buying all 10 artifacts. But if not, I might just farm 2 more for the meantime, and then see the more if I'll be able to get to 65 easily. If I get to 6500 easily, I'll go ahead and buy 2 more artifacts, which will then again help us push further. Okay, but the only downside in buying artifacts in the tournament is if you're gonna buy that artifact when the time is almost over. Why? Because you wouldn't have enough time to at least farm 1 or 2 more rounds, or 2 more prestige, to make better use, or yeah, better use of that artifact. Okay, or better pushing power due to the additional artifact that you get. Okay, because if you buy an artifact, you'll have less remaining relics to use them on upgrading the artifacts, and so you will need at least 2 prestige ones, and you will see the result of buying that 1 artifact. If you prestige 2 times, you will see better results. And you know, so if you're gonna consider buying artifacts, like just how we did it right now, you buy artifact right on the start. Alright, but if it's already in the middle, or I mean less than 12 hours remaining, you might want to consider your playing time if you still have enough time to play. And if you do, if you think you can prestige at least 3 times more, you consider how long it takes to prestige during a tournament. If you're pushing, it's around at least an hour. If you think there's still 3 hours left, go ahead, by all means, do buy that 1 more artifact that can bring you further into or you know, a further max stage. Okay, so that's it for now, guys. Tomorrow I'm gonna show you. I'll be have a high chance of showing you guys that how we'll be ending the tournament. Okay, and we'll check our standing at the last possible second. So maybe 10 seconds remaining, we'll check what's gonna be our ranking. Alright, so that's it for now, guys. If you like the video, once again, please do like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Let your peers know, and see you guys tomorrow, today, day 12. All right, bye for now.